What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of The Locker Room. I'm here with Nick Cotric. What's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing, man. Same old.
Just been having a little chat before. It's been enjoyable.
Yeah, it's been good. Having a few laughs.
How you been, bro? It's a great year, start of the year for all you boys. You know, you're 4 and 6.
Yeah, 4 and 6 now.
You won
Pretty
4 out
sure.
of 7. 5 out of 7.
Yeah, something like
Anyway,
that.
you're sitting fourth on the table.
Yeah.
And, you know, the vibe's good. You're playing good footy. How's it all been for you mentally? You in a good headspace? Everything good?
No, yeah, everything's good, man. Enjoying footy. You know, it's been good winning a few games. Good start to the season, I guess.
Yep.
Win the first open last couple, 3 years ago, we didn't win the first game. So it's
Yep.
good now winning a few games in a row. And it's good vibes around training. You know, everyone's upbeat, happy.
Yep.
Bit disappointed at last week's loss, but now, you know, that's the past. We're looking to the next game. And, yeah, just upbeat. Can't wait for the weekend.
And so you're 20 now, turning 21 in November.
Yeah, I turned 21 November.
So if the under 20s were still in, could you still play in that?
Nah, last year was my last year. Yeah.
So you're 21 this November.
Yeah, this November.
Fucking hell, bro. So
Yeah.
young. So you've already played 50 games, 50 NRL games.
Yeah, 50 games, I think 3 weeks against
Fucking
Melbourne.
hell.
Yeah.
How old were you when you made your debut?
18.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell, bro.
fuck, it's
And like
quite
50
weird.
games, it means you haven't been injured really at all.
No, I haven't touched wood. I haven't had any serious
Yeah.
injuries yet. But
And any wood?
yeah, there's no wood around here. But touch
Bruh,
the table.
Yeah, sweet.
But yeah, been lucky enough. No injuries, man. So
Yep.
it's been good.
And so, you know, you're only 20, and yet you've played 2 years of NRL pretty much. What does it feel like now compared to when you debuted running out in the field? Do you feel more confident or?
I guess so, a little bit confident, but you still get those nerves before the game. You know,
Yeah.
I still get really nervous before the game, and I guess you just go. The preparation's are key. You know, you got to
Yeah.
come 3 games before a game, preparing right, drink well, eat
Yeah.
well, and I think that's the main thing. You know, just keep doing those little things right, and
Yep.
that's it.
And so was it like footy? Did you always play footy? So you got Serbian background.
Yeah,
You know, obviously soccer is massive there, or football.
yeah, they love soccer.
Yeah, they fucking love it. But did you grow up? Whereabouts did you grow up in?
I grew up in Canberra,
Canberra.
so I'm a Southside boy. I grew
Oh,
up in
really?
Blythe, yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. You must have been literally the only Serbian in Canberra.
No, there's a few. A few of my
Really?
mates actually Serb, yeah.
Really?
My best
Fucking
mate's
hell.
Serbian, so he grew up in Woden. But
Yep.
no, I grew up playing footy my whole life since we were under sixes, but I played soccer too.
Yep.
Played soccer for 3 years, or 4 years actually, and then
Yep.
played after that, played a little bit of union and league. I played union for 3 years and league and
Yep.
soccer. I was playing all 3 sports at once.
Just loving it.
Just loving sport, you know.
Yeah.
And then my dad goes, "Mate, you got to choose a sport. Like,
Yeah.
you're carrying on now." I was like, "All right, I'll just choose rugby league," you know.
Yep.
So
So were the Raiders always your side?
No, actually, I went for Broncos when I was younger.
The Bronx.
I was
Woo.
a big Broncos fan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bruh. That's it. The
Yeah.
big dogs. Not anymore, I guess. Back in the day. So you started playing when you were 6 years old.
Yeah, 6.
So what was like growing up for you? You had father and mother and everything was pretty standard?
Yeah, pretty standard. You know, we just lived in Benothan, just 3-bedroom house, 1 bathroom, like nothing too fancy. But we had a big battle axe block, you know, big backyard, and
Yep.
behind the backyard we have a big park. It was like a big oval park, and then
Yep.
my dad got this soccer goal.
Yeah.
And I got an older brother too, so he started playing soccer. So we're always in the backyard kicking the footy, 1-on-1 or playing soccer. So yeah, grew
Yep.
up pretty good.
You don't realize, like, until you get older and see other people's childhoods, you don't realize how lucky your
Yeah,
childhood was, you know?
100%, yeah.
Like to have a backyard, to play footy with your
Yeah.
brother. Some people don't even have backyards. Like,
Yeah, I know. So I was pretty lucky, you know, in that way. My mum and dad pretty much gave me everything. You know, my mum took me to training. My dad always took me to training.
Yep.
I remember a few times when I was younger, like, I used to get angry. I used to love being on time. I could never go
really?
to training. Like, I have to be 10, 20 minutes before, half an hour before.
That's
Like,
a good thing to have.
remember my dad was late. We were late to training. I was like calling. I was like crying. I was like, I'm going to be late. Like, what's happening? I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. Like, because I don't want to miss touch before training. I want to play with the boys. And
Yep.
I just have a big tantrum, you know, when I was late. So,
You know what's funny is like he's like just probably worked like a 12-hour
yeah,
day.
I know. Thinking back now, I'm like, fuck, man,
You're
he would have
really
been that
flawed.
tired. He just wants to go home sleep. And
Yeah.
he's got these little kids screaming in his ear going off.
And he's
Felt
like,
bad as.
and you're not even going to be late. You're just not going to be 20 minutes early.
Yeah, I wanted to play touch. I was burning. I was like,
Oh, it's a good thing to
Feel
have
for
though,
me.
especially at a young age. You know, like when you get into the system, you realize how important these things
Yeah.
like punctuality and that are.
100%.
Okay, so was it from a young age? Did you always excel at sport, or was it something that slowly grew?
I guess I always loved playing sport as a young age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ever since I was playing in the Sixers, and then when I went like high school, primary school, I was always kicking the footy around or playing soccer. I just love sports.
Yep.
And just from there, yeah, just started playing footy.
So did you make rep sides in that growing up?
I made like ACT 15 or under 12s, 15s, but the first year in the 12s, I remember they had 2 teams. I didn't make the first team.
Yep.
I made the second team, and I just remember like all my mates made the first team. You know, I was just filthy.
Oh, really?
I was burning. I was like, fuck, all my mates are playing in under 12s and
Yep.
championship for school. I was like, this sucks. You know,
This
I'm going to
sucks.
train harder and harder. I want to make it next year.
Oh,
And
really?
The year after, I ended up making the top three for under 12s, but I was just ACT. And then after that, I just played on the 15s and 18s for ACT and then schoolboys.
Wow. So do you feel like that was a real moment that you remember as a kid going, you know what, fuck, never again. This is
Yeah,
not happening again.
100%. You know, I was pretty devo. At
Yeah.
a young age too, I was just filthy that all my mates, you know, were playing, and I was like,
Yeah.
when I heard I was in the second team, I was like, this
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm filthy, you know.
You
But-
would be like when you're 12, you think it's the end of the world, bro.
Yeah, I was filthy, man, but
Yeah.
I was still happy that we ended up playing. You know, I still
Yeah.
went away, but yeah, that stuck with me for a long time.
And so the next kind of year or so, you really knuckled down and said, "I'm gonna have a crack here."
Yeah,
or-
pretty much. I just started taking training, you know, a bit serious, and I want to make that side. You know, I don't want to be
Yep.
in the second team, and ended up making that side the next year, so it was good.
So in 13.
13s, yeah.
And so, your first ACT side was when you were 15.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, ACT was 12s. We went
Yeah.
away for the 12s
Oh,
tournament.
okay. So you made the second ACC
Yeah,
side.
because I was in ACT, so when you play in your state, you have two teams.
Yep. Okay.
And then the year after, we went to Adelaide, I think.
And so, and then was that when you started kind of realizing like, oh, I want to play NRL, or that was still not a dream for you, kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, still a dream to play NRL. As a kid, you know, I was just watching NRL. I used to love the Broncos. I was like, fuck, one day, man, I'd love to put that Broncos jersey
Oh, really?
on. I was
Wow.
like, even Canberra too. I loved Canberra too because I was from Canberra.
Yeah,
so I was one of
obviously.
those. I was like, even when I watched like Dugan play and Croker, I was like, fuck, I want to play with
That's
those guys
crazy.
one
Like
day.
Croker's only like 26
Yeah, I
years
know.
old, bro.
And I used to love Raiders too. I was like, just go every home game with my dad. And I was like, I want to put one day. I was like to my dad, I was like, I'm gonna play at Johor Stadium one day. And you're gonna watch me. I was like, I promise you that, Dad. That's
Oh,
what
really?
I told him. Yeah. And
How old were you when you said that to him?
I was 15. I remember it was
Really?
after the schoolboys comp. I was like, one day I want to be playing. That's
Yeah.
my dream. And I'm gonna do anything to make that come true. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And what did he say to you? Was he like, if you work hard, son, you can do it?
Yeah,
or?
pretty much. He's like, mate, you got a long way to go. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta get fitter. You gotta get fitter. He always
Yeah.
kept saying that to me. But yeah, it's gone quick.
It's crazy how, like, you know, he would appreciate that drive in you, but he
Yeah.
would also see the practicality of, like, you've got to work hard. You can't
Yeah,
just
100%,
say those
yeah.
words, kind of thing. Okay, so the Broncos, eh?
Yeah.
So initially it was like, if I could grow up and play for the Broncos up in Suncorp, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to
Yeah.
love like Lockyer,
Yeah.
like Tony Carroll, Webke, like
Yeah.
fuck, all those boys growing up. Justin Hodges,
Yeah.
Darius Boyd. Like I was like big fan of the Bronx.
Yep.
Because actually one of my family friends came over and he gave me a Broncos jersey when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I didn't really. I was like, oh, they're all right. And then since that day, I've always stuck with Bronx.
Oh, really?
But I went for Raiders too. Like I always still
Because
like
they're the
Raiders.
hometown, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, wearing that green jersey also. You know, that would be sick, man. That's
Yeah.
my dream.
Yep.
But in the back too, I used to like Bronx.
So were you old enough to see like Wendell Saylor and Lottie Kieran in that, or was that just a bit before your time?
That was just a bit before me. Yeah.
Okay. And so would have been what, around 2006 you would have probably first started looking at the Broncos, I'd say? when
Yeah,
they won
around
the
then.
comp?
Yeah, that's when. When they won the comp. I just
Yeah.
remember Darren Lockyer always kicking field goals, hitting one post, hitting the other, and then going in.
Bro,
He
he
used
was.
to always do that. I used to just be cheering at home.
Bro, you know the one that when he did that against the Titans, I was standing right next to him,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and I was just like, I was the fullback for that game, and it was my second NRL game ever,
Fuck.
and I was standing there going like, pass me the ball. It's like, oh, yeah, but I was like,
Second
fucking,
option.
don't pass me the
Yeah.
ball. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Yeah, 100%.
It's my second NRL game. Never kicked a field goal in my life.
Very nervous ass.
But yeah, I just remember like it just like looking up, and that's like Darren. He just did it. And what's weird is like when you're in the moment, you're next to Darren Lockyer, you don't realize how hectic it is what he just
that
did.
would have been cracker.
And then like yeah, everyone just come screaming in, and I was just like, man, this guy is unbelievable.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And I do remember at that time, I was like, man, I was literally standing like one aside from Lockyer just in case they'd rushed up on him
Yeah,
to get the ball.
100%.
And that's like Darren Lockyer and one of his
that's
greatest
crazy.
moments. Yeah, so and that was against the Titans as well. So it was
Yeah.
like a big match, especially at that
I
time.
remember that game.
Okay, yeah. So you say when you're 15, you start really going, this is a dream. I want to play footy.
Yeah, about 15. Because I always used to play year young, like for the rep sites. That's why I was a bit cut. I still had one more year to make it, you know.
Yeah.
But then when I had the 15s, I made it. I think 2 years. 2 years I played year young. Oh no, year young. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then we went away somewhere after that. And then after that comp, I was like, fuck, you know, I really want to play. You know, that would be my dream to play. I started
Yeah.
taking it serious. And then after that, played Howard Matthews
Yep.
for Canberra, year young. And then I guess when I went to Howard Matthews, that's when the dream started coming. I'm like, fuck, I
Yeah.
really want this. You know, I'll do anything to do it. But just a long way to go. You never
Yeah.
think, you know. And I just kept training, kept playing. And then I think after my SG ball season, when I played 20s, I was like, fuck, you know, this could actually be serious.
Yep.
And I remember like after 20s, I got called up to train grade. And I was like, fuck. I called my dad. I was like, I'm training grade. Like, this
Yeah.
is sick. Like,
Yep.
I'm rock up the train. I was like seeing George Papali, like
Yep.
Blake Austin Caesar. I'm like, fuck,
This is crazy.
This is sick. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a dream. And I remember after training, they had these the little protein shakes.
Yeah.
And Powerades. I was like, what the fuck? They get protein shakes.
And it's all set up for you.
Yeah, everything's there in the esky, and I'm like, this is the life. Like, this is crazy. Like, I was like, fuck, I want this one day. This has been like, I'll do anything to be able to make it just so I can get all that shit. You know, I was just freaking out. I just remember that day.
It's as the years go by, you take it for granted. But like,
100%.
you know, now that, for example, like I don't play NRL, so I just go to the gym by myself. Like, I've got to have the protein powder. I got to put it in. I got to shake it. I got to go and buy it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, at the Broncos, before the session there'd be a table and there'd be like beta alanine, like all your cups are sitting there, all your tablets are sitting there, and you just
creatine's
go,
on the side.
yeah,
They give you everything.
and you didn't even have to mix it.
That's the best.
It's just like boom, and then as soon as it finished, like, and then I think it's like 20 minutes in, they're like, all right, go have your next stuff, boom, have it, and then like and it's all ready for
everything
you.
on a schedule, like on a platter. Yeah, it's the best.
Okay, so were the Raiders the only one that came to you initially to sign you as a younger kid? What was your first contract?
Well, my first contract was a scholarship with the Raiders.
Yeah, okay.
But I remember when I was 15, like after school boys, like one of the Broncos guys come up to me. He was like, "Oh, we want you now, like little program."
Oh wow! So there's a real chance for the Broncos.
Yeah,
then.
but I was 15. That was straight under 15s when we just lost against Queensland. I think we came 3rd or 4th that year.
Yeah.
And he just sat down and we started talking. And that's like when all the managers and that coming. You know how they just start saying, "Hey, we're a manager." Like I didn't know any of that. I was 15. I was like, I didn't even know people approach you at that age. I was like, what's happening? I remember one of the Broncos guys coming up and talking about like, the scholarship, like what school you're going to go to, this, that. Like, even if you want, you can live in Canberra, but fly to Brizzy for training and stay at the house in Brizzy. The
Paul Bunn's house?
The training facility there.
Oh, really?
So we went to the training facility, and that flew me and my family up, and we ended up staying the night there.
Oh, wow.
In Brizzy, and I looked at everything, and I remember going to the gym and I saw Yowie. That's when he just did his ankle.
Oh, wow.
I walked in the gym, I was like, fuck, that's Yowie.
That's
like,
droll, yeah.
This is cracker.
And the facilities there are pretty good.
Crazy, like crazy. Because he took me to a room, he goes, that's where a few boys sleep.
Yep.
I don't know where it was.
It's like up in it's up upstairs.
And there's like bunk beds. There was bunk beds.
And a TV and that, and then you can close all the blinds. So
and I was like, fuck, this is a mad setup. And then I remember, he goes, what size are you? And I was like 11 and a half, and he just opened this.
Nike.
All Nike. And I was like, holy f***. He opened this whole cupboard, and it was just Nike boots, stacked of Nike boots. And I was like, what the f***?
Bro, it was
and I was like, please have my size. I was like, I love Nike. I was like, please. He didn't have my size. He goes, don't worry, I'll look after you.
Yeah.
And then about 2 weeks later, I remember he asked for my dress, and I got all these Broncos gear shipped to my house, like their training gear.
Swear.
And I was like, this is sick. I was like, I've always wanted training gear, because I remember going to Rebel, you can't buy Broncos training gear.
Yep.
And they gave me all these training gear, and I was just freaking. I was like, Dad, this.
And it's all
sick.
Nike as well.
It was all Nike, and just the training gear. I was like, no one has these. Like, this is cracker. I just always read a training. I was like, this is the best.
Mate, it's it's crazy. So that we used to call it the Nike room.
Yeah.
And by that stage, they had reined it right in, just because like they were, I don't know, it was different. When I was coming through, the Nike room used to be open, and you literally could just walk in and be like, oh fuck, I want some new Nikes. I want some new trainers.
No
Boom.
way.
Chuck them. And they'd be like, at the start of the year, you get like 3 or 4 pairs of trainers, 3 or 4 they'd say like, pick which boots you want.
Wow.
They'd bring in the different models that you can get.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, do you want the yellow ones this year? Do you want the white ones
That's
this year?
sick.
We'll give you 2 pairs of the yellow ones, 2 pairs of the white ones.
No way.
And it was the Nike room, and like whatever shirt you wanted, there was just like stacks of shirts in there, stacks of boots, stacks of shoes.
Yeah.
And it was all Nike jackets, fucking anything you wanted.
That's the best. Imagine that.
It was crazy. And you know what? Took it for granted, because I was just like, thought it was normal.
Yeah.
You know?
I was freaking me when I saw that. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, fuck, these players lived a life.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I remember that they sat me on the bench too. I was sitting on the bench when it was Cronulla Bronx when he played at Suncorp.
Oh, really?
And I just remember, I was like on the bench was there, and I was just behind the bench.
Yeah.
And I just remember Ben Hannett like walking past, and I was like, fuck.
That's
I was like,
Benny Hannett.
Lockie was there, like, and I was like, what the fuck's happening? Like, This is sick. I was like, fuck.
How good's
I was
that?
loving it, man. I was loving it.
So I guess, they were really keen on you.
Yeah.
And you chose the Raiders.
I don't know. I just thought I was too young. Like, even my parents, like that's a big stage. You're 15. Like to live away from home. I never wanted to leave home, because my mum and dad there. Like at the age of 15, I couldn't think of anything worse than leaving my house. Living over there, and you never know what could happen. Like, I missed mum's cooking. I don't think I could ever live there by myself. You know what I mean? So I was just thought about that as a big part. And Canberra too was so good to me. Like, I grew up here, played Harold Matthews. Like, I had a lot of mates and all my schoolmates and everything like that. And I always I always dreamt of playing for the Raiders. Like I've always wanted to debut in my hometown in the lime green jersey. Like that was a big dream of mine too.
Yeah, especially I guess as you got older and you realised how important hometown is.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
But wow, so they made a pretty aggressive play for you to
so
15 years old.
Pretty crazy, yeah. Back then,
man, imagine how different your career would be.
I know. Fuck, who knows?
Who knows, bro? You could be, man. Imagine seeing you in a Bronx jersey.
It was crazy.
Damn, I'm a bit upset now. I think you should have gone for the Broncos. Nah, joking. Okay, so you decide to go with the Raiders, and you play. When was your first contract with the Raiders?
I think it was after Harold Matthews. So my age of Harold Matts.
Yep.
That's when I signed a scholarship.
Yep.
And that was my own age of Harold Matthews. And then, I signed like one of those scholarships where you just get, I think it was a boot, and they just pay for your schooling.
Yep.
And then, just after that, played SG Ball, year young.
Yep.
And then after SG Ball, that's when I got a proper contract. It was a 20s contract. So at my age, I started playing 20s.
Yep.
And then played a year of 20s. And then after that, played grade.
So you played the year of 20s in 2017?
Yeah. No, 2016.
2016, sorry. Yeah, and so you played at centre there.
Yeah, right centre.
Okay.
Right, left.
And you played Australian Schoolboys that year as well. And you were named 2016 in the new NYC Team of the Year.
Yeah.
So it would have been...
it was a pretty full-on year.
Yeah,
that year.
It's like you don't really realise it as it's all happening, but
100%.
And you're playing centre and you're getting a team of the year, and you play Australian Schoolboys. So, what was that? Did you start to build a lot of like, wow, this is happening?
Yeah, because I remember that 18 Schoolboys. I've always wanted to make that. Like I played a year young, 2 years year young in Darwin, and I was like always wanted to make that, and I was Devo. Like I remember my a year young. I thought, fuck, I was hoping. I was like, please call my name. And I was like, didn't get selected. And I was just filthy.
It's
I was
Australian Schoolboys.
Under 18s, because I've always wanted to play, always. I would have been, like when I was a kid, I was like, fuck, I've always wanted to make the schoolboy side.
Yep.
And then I remember my own age, I got named as fullback. They called me like number one.
Oh, really?
I was like, fuck, I'm playing like school finally. Like
Yep.
I'm so happy. Like I was so happy. I couldn't wait to go away, play for the schoolboys. Like that was massive for me. That meant heaps. And I just remember playing against England Academy in Gold Coast. That was a sick trip.
Yep.
Met all the boys. Yeah, had a good time.
Who was in your team?
Like we had Sean O'Sullivan, Zach Lomax.
Oh, really?
Who else do we have? Fuck, I'm just.
A lot of the boys wouldn't have even played NRL yet because you're still only 20 years old.
Yeah.
So some of the boys will still be. O'Sullivan hasn't played NRL
O'Sullivan,
yet.
and I don't think so. Zach's
only just started playing.
We had a crack at team. Our team was pretty stacked.
Fucking hell, that's crazy. It's just crazy how young you are. 50 games already.
Yeah.
Okay, so that year rolls around and you sign a 2-year deal with the Raiders.
Yeah.
What was when you first went into training? What was that like for your first grade training?
Fuck, I remember my first time or my first NRL preseason.
First NRL preseason.
Fuck, I remember it was my 18th birthday, man, and I was 8th of November, and we got back to 21st because that had a mad season that year.
Yeah.
So we got back late November, and I was like, fuck, do I go out? Like it's my 18th birthday, do I not go out? I was like, fuck, I'm looking forward to training. I can't go out. What do I do? And I ended up having like a good one at the boys, like, because you're 18. I was like,
18,
fuck, you turn 18 once.
Yeah,
like, why not, So I had a sick time.
Yeah.
And then I was just stressing. So the next day I was just going to the sauna. I went for a swim. I did weights. I was like, fuck, just sweat this shit out. So I'm sweet.
Yep.
And I just remember coming back like the first day of preseason. I was like, I walked in. And I'm sort of shy, when I get to, like, you got to get to know me a bit and I get to know people. I'm a bit shy. So I just remember walking in. And I was like saying, hey, for the boys. I was like, fuck, this is sick. And then I gave my own locker in the back corner. Yeah. And I looked, I was like, fuck, I got my own locker. Like, said my name. I was like, this is fucking crazy. I was like, this is sick as. And I just remember sitting in my locker. And I was like the second one, I think it was Sia, the first one in there, and Scotty Sorensen. Yeah. I said, hey, how you going? And I just remember sitting in my locker and just waiting for like the boys. And I was just like, everyone's rolling in. I was saying, hey to everyone. I was like, fuck.
Did they come up and shake your hand?
Yeah, like all the boys came up to me and said, hey. And I was like, fuck, this is sick. I was like, cracker. So it was good.
It's just that first you can never really put into words how crazy that first experience is. Like there's Jared Croker just
100%.
There's a big dog just walking in.
It was pretty cool. I remember in 20s it was like our third last game. Stick came up to me and he goes, mate, you're 18th man this weekend against the Tigers.
Oh really?
In Leichhardt. And I wasn't 18, so I was still 17.
Wow.
And he told me that and I was like,
what?
I was like, what? And he goes, you're 18th man. I was like, fuck. I was like, what the fuck?
What's happening right now?
And I just remember rocking a training early and like a few of the Mounties boys are there. And I knew Lockie Croker and he was playing Mounties that weekend. And I was like, just talking to him. And I was a bit shy because I know the boys, but I don't know them properly because I was just playing 20s. Like I wasn't in and out.
Yep.
And I just remember going away in Leichhardt and I was with Edric Lee. I was in his room. And I remember rocking up to the hotel and I was like, fuck, these guys live the life. Like, look at this hotel, like whatever you want, like mad hotel in the city, in the Pullmans. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, beds comfy as. Like, this is the dream. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not paying for the hotel. Everything's paid for. I was like, this life's the best.
Mad feeds, like hectic
cracker feeds. And I was just like, I want to live this life. Like, I'll do anything just to live that life, you know? And that was a real... I don't know, eye-opening experience for me. Like, I was just like, this is cracker.
Gave you a taste of what it could be if you keep
100%. I was like, this is... I just remember we got on the bus and I just met Blake Austin and then I was just shy in the back corner. He's like, oh, hey, man, how you going? And I was like... He was wearing like this mad... He was wearing Yeezys back then. I was like...
Oh, really? Damn.
Like, oh, nice shoes. Aussie. And then we just started chatting about cars and shoes and then get to know a few of the boys. So it was good.
It's crazy how like you don't realize it, but Ricky was probably just trying to put you there to like get you to see the boys, get you 100%. In the system, get your taste. Like they make a lot of decisions that they don't really tell you why they're making them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2017 rolls around. You get named in Auckland Nines, and was that something you expected or?
No, I didn't expect that. He just came up to me and mate, you're playing Auckland Nines, and I was like, what? I was like, fuck this, no way. I was like, this is sick.
Yep.
So I remember getting picked in that, and then a few of the other 20s boys, Rochi, Tommy Cronin got picked, and I just remember going away for that too, and I was like, this is sick. I remember running out, actually, my first game, and I was looking around. I think it was at Rabbitohs.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, look, there's like Adam Reynolds. Who else was there? Fuck. Aaron Gray? Is Aaron Gray?
Yeah, I think it's Aaron Gray.
Yeah, I just remember him first, he'd run straight at me, just palmed me straight in the head. I was like, what the fuck? And I just grabbed his like arm like that, and I think our legs got twisted and his knee got twisted. And I think he'd done something to his knee and he was out for the whole season. I was like, fuck. I was like, welcome to the top grade. Like, I just got pumped. I was like, holy shit. Didn't expect that. I was just like, whoa, look at all these players. Like, this is gun.
Well, you're like, how strong are these dudes?
Yeah,
like,
I was like, holy
strong.
fuck. This guy just pumped me. And I was like, lucky I didn't get rolled. Like, I still grabbed him and took him down. But I was just like, fuck. Like, it was crazy. Like, the crowd was... I've never played with a crowd that big in my life. Like, I was like, this is sick. Like, I was enjoying it. That fun.
And so, round one, boom. NRL, was that something that they'd spoken kind of about, or was it still a shock round one?
No, not really. It's sort of a shock. Like about a week out of the game, Stick just came up to me and goes, mate, you're debuting, like you're playing. And then I was like, fuck, like I couldn't believe it. I thought, nah, no way. And then like 4 days before the game, he named the squad on the board and he goes, congratulations, like you're debuting. And everyone was clapping, and I just remember getting goosebumps. I was looking around the room, I was like, holy fuck, I'm actually playing in a role, like I'm debuting this week. I couldn't believe it. Like I actually couldn't believe it. I just remember going, I was so excited. I was just smiling. I was like, fuck, I'm playing this week, and I couldn't believe it because back then my dad had a takeaway shop.
Yep.
And I remember just driving to my dad's takeaway shop, and I was like, Dad, come outside. Because I call him Tata in Serbian. Ever since I was a kid, I called him that. I was like, Tata, come outside, man. He goes, what's up? I was like, I'm playing in a role this week. And I just remember grabbing him and hugging him. And I just remember his eyes got glassy, and I was just about to cry because I couldn't, like, it was just...
Seeing your dad cry, you're always going to cry.
Like, I was nearly going to cry. Like, I was just like, holy fuck, like, I'm playing. I was like, I told you. I said that day I was going to play in a room, I'm going to play. And then he was just like, my mum and dad, my whole family were just, like, over the moon. Like, it was the best day. Like, I'll never forget that day. And
so you go to him and he's just like, congratulations, son.
Yeah.
And then the week rolls by. Were you nervous? Were you worried?
I was so nervous, man. I just remember, like, fucking, when I was sleeping at night, I was just thinking about the game. I was just thinking. I was like, I don't want to make a mistake. I can't make a mistake. I was like, imagine scoring the winning try, winning the game. Like, all those thoughts. Like, imagine 100%. Chip chasing, regathering, and scoring the winning try.
And you're playing the Cowboys too.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to debut. I was like, fuck, I'm playing against Thurston, like one of the greats in the game. I was like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I just remember going 4 days earlier, and the boys were like, you can just relax, just kick back, and we were just chilling out with the boys, and I was just with Ado. I remember just being with Ado and Osti and just dribbling shit, and that sort of took my mind off the game, so it was good. So could kick back a bit and relax.
Okay. And realise, like, you're with the boys, it's all good.
Yeah, just relax a bit.
So the game day comes, round one. Was it up north or was it down here?
No, I was in Townsville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in Townsville, round one, 2017. So this is when did they make the finals that year? I think they did, yeah.
The year before, yeah.
And so they won 2015, 16 they didn't. 2017 they made that run at the end and they made the finals.
Yeah.
You run out. What's something you remember from your debut?
I just remember going in the change room and I just strapped my wrist and I was walking around my boots and I was just kept going up and forward, like moving around. I couldn't stand still. I was like, I had worms in my ass. Like, I was just walking around. And Jacko goes up to me. He's like, Nick, man, you got to relax. Just calm down. Like, you'll be fine. Everyone gets nervous. Just relax. And I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck. I was like, can't wait.
Yeah.
And when that bell went, I was like, oh my God. I was like, fuck, I'm playing. Like, we're going out. This is it. This is your dream. Like, you fucking do anything you can do to fucking play good, you know? And I just remember the first kick, Thurston just bombs it straight to me, and Cole Phelps was running, and then I was like, fuck. I just remember jumping up, and as I jumped, he like hit it too, and then it went back, and it went back, and I was like, thank fuck, I didn't knock that out.
So that was the first touch
that was
as well.
my first touch. I just remember going back, and then I was like, oh yes. I was like, thank God we got the ball back.
Yeah.
And then I just remember he was in the corner, and he went to palm, and I just like pushed him out. His foot was just on the line, and I just remember all the boys just running from the other side of the field, like BJ Rapper. The whole team just ran, and I'm like, yes, good, like good effort, you know, taking him out. I'll just never forget that moment. Like everyone, the whole boys just ran to me. And
like you've done something for the boys.
Yeah, and I was just like, wow, this feels good, you know.
And so, did you win that game or?
No, we ended up losing like in the last minute. Thurston.
Oh, really?
Drop goal, hit the post, bounce, and then I think one of the back rows just scored. And
we
lost
really?
On the hooter.
Torture.
I just remember making a break. I caught an intercept that game, ran 80 and Thursday, got my legs, and
he stitched up the whole game, Thursday.
I know.
He
got me, and I was 5 minutes out from scoring. And I was just filthy. Like I was like, fuck. I'll never forget that moment, man. I just wish.
So you're in the clear. You're in the clear.
Yeah,
bro.
and just got me, and I was like, fuck.
What were you thinking when you're in the clear?
I was just running. Like I was just like, please score, please
Oh,
score.
really?
Like I was just a crowd. I was just trying to run my hardest.
Did you like? Because on my debut, I was fortunate enough to score a long range try. And I remember thinking, like, is this happening?
Yeah, like it was crazy.
Like, what? Like, I was just running, like, because I knew I was I knew I was going to score.
Yeah.
Like, and so when I was like, I'm running in the NRL on TV about to score a try. This is crazy.
100%.
And were you just?
I was like that too.
Yeah.
I think I was just like, I just couldn't believe what was happening. I was like, I caught an intercept, like, go, please. I was like, fucking just trying to run my hardest. And then I remember him just coming, and I don't know what happened. I just tried to bump him, and the other player just got me, and then he got me up top, and I was like, fuck. And then after that, I just cramped hard. I think I walked off the field. I was cramping that hard. Both my calves, everything was cramping. Yeah. And then I think when my trainer goes, he goes, Nick, mate, you can't come off from cramps. Like, you serious? I was like, no, I'm not coming off. I was like, just give me something, please. I didn't know like pickle juice, any of that. I was just 18. Like I was like, fuck, I never took that shit, you know. Yeah. A little bit of pickle juice, and I was like, fuck, I'm back. I'm ready.
Good to go.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, you can't come off.
Yeah, cramps. I didn't want to come off. I was like, I can't. Like, I was like, what the fuck's happened to me? Like, I've never had this feeling, you know. I was freaking out.
Okay, so you lose the first match. You score your first try, round 3. An absolute shellacking against the Tigers. What was that like for your first try?
Yeah, that was a good feeling. I just remember, I think Nguama dropped it.
Yep.
And C's picked it up and just cut out to me, and I just ran for the corner. I was like, fuck. I was just smart. I think I even put my hand out. I was like, this is the best.
You laid up before you put it down.
I was like, I didn't even mean to. It just happened. I was just in the moment, man. I just dived over, and then everyone jumped on me, and everyone was going crazy. I was like, fuck, this is the best feeling ever. I was like, this is like living. I was like, this is my dream. Like, I scored my first NRL try.
Life does not get any better.
I was like, I can't believe this. I was so happy, man. Especially if we won too, you know.
Yeah.
So
and it was a big win too.
Yeah.
So you played the rest of the year pretty much, every game?
Yeah, I think so. I ended up playing every game.
And you won the Raiders Rookie of the Year, but more importantly, you won the Rookie of the Year, 2017 Dally M.
Yeah. Fuck.
Was that a buzz? Like, were you just like, wow?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, when I went to the Dally M's and all that.
Did you get some feeling that it might happen, or not really? Or
I wasn't really I wasn't paying attention to that, you know. I just wanted to play footy. And I could hear it in the background, like, but I was like, fuck, like if it happens, it happens. Like, you know, there was some great players. Like, I think Braden Brails was fucking playing too. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was just like,
is it
Jaden Brails? Which one? The older brother?
Jaden Brails.
Jaden.
Yeah.
Bailey's the one that played with me, schoolboys. That's another one that played with me. But yeah, I just remember he was in the line winning it too, and a few others. I was like, fuck, it's gonna be good players too. And if I win it, I'll win it. But just focus each week, you know. And then I remember being called up Dally M's, and I won it. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah. And who'd you go with?
I went with my ex-missus. So.
Oh, how'd she get that? That's terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you gave her a Dally M appearance, bro.
I know. I was, fuck. I don't know who to take. I was like, I need a date.
Yeah,
and I was just talking to her, and I was, you know, young love and whatever. But yeah, man, I took her, and I just remember them saying my name, and And they're like, Nick, and I was like, what? And I looked over to her, and Vaughnie was right there. And Vaughnie's like, yeah, Nicky, like, slapped me. I went up to him and slapped him. I was like, this is sick. He's like, yeah, Nicky, like, just being funny, how Vaughnie is. And I just remember walking up, and I was that nervous. Like, everyone was looking at me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dally M, bro. Everyone's watching.
Yeah, and I couldn't breathe. I was like, what the fuck's happening? I was going all red, and I was like, fuck. I'm sitting over the stage, just looking around, like, this is actually happening.
Yep.
Like, fuck,
and you're 18 years old at this stage?
Yeah, I was 18.
So first year, Dally M Rookie of the Year, and you scored 16 tries in your first year.
Yeah.
You were, and you extended your contract to 2020.
Yeah, that year.
So it was just the year for you. Is it, when you look back on that year, how does it make you feel? Like, what do you feel about that year?
Yeah, I just can't believe how quick it's gone, you know? Like, it was like so fast. It's gone that quick. And I look back now, I'm like, fuck, that was like the most enjoyable season ever. Like,
everything just seems to click out.
Yeah, everything just happens. Like, you're just like, fuck, it's just, you're loving life. Like, you're playing grade, like you're young. I was 18. I was like, this is the best. Like, I can't ask for anything else. Like, I was just loving life. I was on top of the world. I was
there's like, no, you're not thinking of anything negative. Like,
nothing. No, I had
all
no
positive
negative thoughts. Everything was positive, man. I was just like, fuck, this is the dream. Like, this is what I wanted to do my whole life. Like,
it's
I was just happy.
It's just like in 2008. Like, so I made my dad to boot 2007. 2008 was when I had a good year or whatever. And it's just this bizarre feeling of like everything is great.
Yeah,
everything is great. Like, I have nothing to worry about. It's just
best.
weird how that works like that. It just everything seems to click.
Yeah.
So you were selected in the emerging Blues squad that year as well.
Yeah, that was fuck. I couldn't believe that either. When I ended up going there, and I was like, I rocked up, and I was like, fuck, you know, look at these players. Like, there's Tedesco. I was like,
so Teddy was in the emerging squad then.
I'm pretty sure
he would have been.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Him and like a few other boys, and I was like, Mitchell Pearce. I was like, fuck, these players are like big name players. I was like, this is sick. You know, just being in amongst it, I was like, wow. Okay,
wow. So you actually you went to the full squad because Pearce wouldn't have been in the emerging squad then. That'd have been the full squad.
Well, I don't even remember.
Don't remember? Maybe next year.
Fuck, I don't even remember. Oh, no, the emerging was all the younger boys. That's what that was that year.
Yeah,
I remember
2018 you went to the actual squad.
That was the actual one.
Yeah. Okay, so the emerging one, was that something that was just like, wow, this is cool? Like,
I was like, this is pretty sick to be in that, you know, to be amongst it and like seeing Freddie and all that. I was like, this is cool as, you know.
Freddie Fielder, the GOAT. He's so good,
100%.
Bro. I love his stuff on
Johnsy,
TV.
and I was like, fuck, there's Johnsy. Like, I've never seen him and Johnsy before. I was like, this is sick.
Yep. So you extend your contract and that's great as well. Like, everything is really falling into place for you. 2018, going in, going into that, did you feel a lot more confident?
I guess so. Oh, not really heaps confident, but I still had a little bit of confidence, you know, going in. But it's still like, you just take each week how it goes, you know what I mean? But same feeling, I guess. Still had the same feeling.
Still loving it. Still feel lucky to be there.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, this is sick. You know, my second year, like, this is. No injuries. I was like, fuck. I was so happy. I just couldn't wait for the second year.
So the second year starts and basically same as usual. You're playing good footy and everything's going well, and then you get named as 18th man for New South Wales in the game one.
Yeah, fuck. That was like, I couldn't.
How did that come about? How did the call come about? Who called you? What was going on?
No, I just remember I was in Sydney with my cousins and a few mates, and I got this text. It was from like a limo driver, and he's like, hey man, I'm picking you up at 7:30 at Bondi, and you can drop me off to Bondi Crown. I think, is it Crown? Coogee Crown.
Coogee, yep.
The hotel, whatever it's called.
Yep.
And I was like, what? I was like, who is this? Like, what the fuck's happening? I'm in Sydney. I don't have my stuff. I was like, mate, you got the wrong number. Like,
oh really?
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He goes, no, is this Nick? I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I'm picking you up. I'm taking you to the Coogee Crown, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Coogee Plaza or something like that.
Coogee Plaza, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, you got the wrong number. I don't think it's the right person. And then my footy manager calls me. He goes, mate, Nick, you've been selected in the Origin squad. And I was like, what? I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I was like to him, no way. I was like, you're joking. He goes, nah, mate, you've been selected. And I was like, what? I was like, bro, I'm in Sydney now. I've got nothing on me. Like, he goes, mate, I'll get you, drive back to Canberra if you can, get all your stuff, and we'll get your flight next to Coogee.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? My heart's just pumping. I'm like, what the fuck?
So what did the limo driver do?
No, I just blocked his number because I thought it was like a prank call, bro.
Really?
I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
So
I was
you blocked the limo driver's
number.
number?
I didn't know what was happening, bro. I was like, what's happening? Like, what are you saying?
100%. Like some
random's messaging me. I was like, fuck, what have I done? Like, I don't even know. I'm started freaking out. I'm thinking about all last week. I went out there doing anything bad. Freaking out.
Yeah.
And then I just remember I was just like, fuck.
So what, you got straight in the car?
Yeah, I legit got straight in the car, drove back to Canberra that night, and then stayed the night in Canberra, packed all my stuff, told my dad, and my dad's like, fuck, you serious? Told my brother's like, fuck off, you know.
Oh, really?
Picked in the squad. He's like, full shit,
Gee,
man.
how old's your brother?
He's 23 now.
Okay, so he's
3 years
the
than
older
me.
brother.
Yeah, he's
okay.
older. He's like, fuck off. No way. I was like, man, I'm going in the squad. Like, this is sick.
Wow. Because it's like, I mean, NRL is a huge achievement, but that New South Wales squad,
I just
that's a
couldn't
big
believe it.
deal. It's a big
I was
deal.
like, fuck. And I just remember walking in. I'm driving to Canberra. I left my stuff at my cousin's, and then I just got the limo driver text me that day and goes, drop me off to Coogee. And I just remember walking in, and I just saw.
So the limo driver text you again?
Yeah, different one, but
it's a different one. The other one lost a job, bro. The other one lost a job.
Fuck, I don't know what happened. And I just remember rolling in. I just saw these like fucking Maloney. I saw Nathan, like Peachy, and I was like, fuck, Crichton. And I was like, fuck, Clemmer. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Teddy, and I was like, holy shit, like all these. I was like, fuck, these guys are guns. Like,
the big dogs.
Like I was like, fuck. I was looking around. I was like, couldn't believe it. I was like, this is fucking sick. Like, what the fuck's happening? I was just like, this is the best.
And so, you walk in and they're all in their New South Wales kit and that. And
well, everyone was just in casual. Like, it was just casual? Like walking in, meeting everyone.
Except for the Ron blokes walking around New South Wales.
Yeah, and I just remember seeing Jake Jaboyevich, Tom, and I was like, fuck, this is sick.
Yeah.
And then I just remember they come up to me, he's like, mate, you've been selected as 18th man. I was like, fuck, this is like, I don't care, like, whatever, 18th man or not.
What did you say to him? We just like, oh, yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I was like, sweet, man, no worries. Like, just to be in and amongst it, I was so happy, you know, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, this is sick. Like, and they just get looked after, man. I remember walking in and everyone's like, congratulations. Freddie's like, had this big speech, and he gave us his bag, and it just had like Dr. Dre Beats in there.
What?
And it had like this shaving pack, and they had a beer, and I was like, what the fuck, Beats? I was like, I wanted Beats for ages. It's like $500. I was like, holy shit.
Wow, that's
I
crazy.
was like, this is sick. I was like, fuck.
I didn't even know they got Beats, man.
Yeah, I was like, this is cracker. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. I was just shocked. I was like, fuck yeah, new Beats.
That's like
hectic.
so high end, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Beats.
Like, you're
like,
getting free Beats just for being there.
100%. I was just like, fuck, this is sick. Like, I was like, this is hectic.
Because Beats clearly want you to wear it to the game.
I was like, fuck, this is the best.
That is hectic. What colour were the Beats?
Just black and red.
Black and red. That's mad.
Yeah. I was like,
okay, so who'd you room with?
Who was I with? I was with Tarek Sims.
Oh, Simsy.
Yeah.
He's a man.
He's a legend, man.
He's a legend.
So I was with him. So I was fucking, we had some good laughs in there. He's telling me some good cracker stories. He's a funny bloke.
No, he's a good bloke. He's been through a lot of injuries and bounced back massively. Okay, so you go into that camp and I guess that's got to give you so much confidence as a player. Like, you know, you're like, okay, I'm at this level now.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not, I've got to become that player kind of thing.
Yeah. I guess so. Like, I just remember just running in. I was just happy to be there, man. I was like, I didn't even know what I was thinking. I was just like, fuck, like, this is sick. Like, I was just like, holy shit.
Just like a little kid.
Like Origin, I was like, this is Origin. Like, I watch Origin on TV, like, seeing these stars play, and now being in and amongst it with all the boys, I was like, fuck. Yeah. This is going that quick. Like, I just couldn't believe it, man. I was just happy to, like, I was just stoked. Like,
they won game one, didn't they?
Yeah, they won game one too. So,
and we just like,
I was like, wow.
And it was a good win, I'm pretty sure too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good win. I think I don't know what the score was,
but it was like 20-point win or something along those lines. Yeah,
and I was like, "Fuck!" Sitting on the sideline, like seeing all the boys run out, and I was like,
"Was it at ANZ?"
No, it was in Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne, and that would have been packed out as well.
Packed, but the stadium's like so far away from all the seats,
so you don't
and
feel it as much.
So, but I remember just walking out, seeing like all the crowd. And I was like, there was like dots, like you just dots. You couldn't see anything.
Yeah,
like,
you couldn't see their faces.
I was like, fuck, this is sick.
Wow.
I was like, fuck, imagine playing. And I was like, this is cracker. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. Just being there, I was like, this is a mad experience. Like,
so
just seeing all that, just seeing what it's like. I was like, fuck, this is like crazy.
Okay, so you get a lot of confidence out that you play some fullback at the end of last year.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was good. Like, I remember playing fullback in all like SG Ball or Howard Matthews growing up. Just the last year of SG Ball, I played centres, and I was like, fuck, I'm playing fullback. Like, this is crazy. Like, I was looking forward to it. And I was like, fullback's fun as, you know. And then
you can just pop up whenever you want.
Yeah, you just go anywhere you roam. You just go anywhere you want. You get heaps of ball. I was like, this is the best. Like, but it was like tough in defence. You know, I was still learning because I've never played at that top level. Like, I didn't train there all off season, nothing. I just played that game, and I was like, fuck. It's heavy on your legs. You got to be everywhere. You got to be fit. You got to be
an extra like 2Ks or something like that.
Easy. And my body like at the start was like, you know, I was blowing a bit. I was like, fuck, this is tough. But no, it was a challenge, and I liked it. You know, it was fun out there. It was good.
Could you see yourself ever moving into either centre or fullback, or you really like the wing?
No, I like everywhere. Like, I'm just happy to play, man. But yeah, I do like centres. I like fullback too.
Yeah.
But I think to play in those positions, I probably have to like have a full preseason under my belt.
Yeah,
because I haven't played there since. Yeah, just get a little bit of confidence, I guess, and get your body right, especially for fullback. Probably drop a couple kilos, man, because there's a lot of running at the back there.
Yeah,
you know,
and like you're at least 110 kilos.
not
bro.
110.
Bro, you're
98,
110.
99.
You're not a little nippy
No.
winger, bro. 110. Okay, so you make prime ministers. That would be sick because that was like you went to Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, that was a sick experience too. Like going over there was a big eye opener, you know. Like as soon as you rocked up, I was like, everyone's screaming, everyone's going off. I was like, you feel like a rock star there. Like legit, everyone's going crazy. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's just like you think we love it here.
Yeah, it's just like surreal. I couldn't believe it. Like we're in the bus and everyone's like jumping around the bus, like trying to get on the bus. I was like, what the fuck's happening? Like, this is crazy. I was like, what? And I just remember like driving to training and they gave us a polo gear. I took my polo shirt off and I gave it and I threw it at the window. And this little kid just grabbed the sprinting. And I just remember all these little other guys just sprinting after him. They want to chase him from the shirt, the polo shirt. I was like, no, what do? I hope this kid doesn't get bashed or something, you know?
Probably did get bashed,
and he's
bro.
sprinting away. And I was like, fuck. All the boys like, Nick, you're a dog. What are you doing? I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, sorry.
Poor kid's bashed, bro.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. I didn't even want to look. I was like, oh, fuck.
Just trying to be nice.
Away. Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, they love it over there. It's crazy.
That's hilarious. So you're sitting there thinking you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, giving him a shirt away.
And this kid just got chased by all his mates.
Swarm of like little other kids, like they're around 17, 18, big boys chasing him. I'm like, fuck.
So how old was the little kid, you reckon?
I don't know, he's probably like 15, 16.
And these big dogs just like...
All these big boys are chasing him. I'm like, please don't get him. Please run away, bro. Please. I was like, fuck.
Let's just say he got away.
I'm pretty sure he got away. Just.
Oh, man. So I guess it was a real eye-opener again of how lucky you are.
Yeah. Like, it just happened so fast, you know, that whole year, just, like, everything just happened, and I was like, fuck, it's gone that quick. And yeah, it was a great experience.
And so, Papua New Guinea is obviously won that match, and so with the Papua New Guinea trip, again, you're in that system of, like, you know, Prime Ministers, 18th Mayor for New South Wales. Like, would you still beginning to like, okay, I know I've got more confidence kind of thing, or it was just a natural progression?
Like, just natural, yeah. Like, I still got a little bit more confidence out of it, but I still wasn't like, I was just happy to be there. You know what I mean?
So it's not like you expect to be there or anything like that.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa, it's happening so fast. Like, it's all happening at once. I said, this is like mad. Like, I was like, just enjoying the experience, you know?
Yep. Which is a good way to have it because, like, when I was your age, I was like constantly stressing, like, oh, like, you know, I've got to do this now, I've got to do this now, and all this kind of stuff. And I look back, I'm like, man, you're fucking 20 years old playing NRL. Like, relax, you're all good. You've already played a full year. Like, just it's all good. But okay, so you topped the tackle break count that year, 149, beating Tedesco by 2. Yeah. So I'm sure if you become good mates with him, you can spray him about that every year. Is that something in your game that, not that you pride yourself in, but is you feel that is a very strong part of your game kind of thing?
Oh, I guess so. Like, I don't really look at those things, you know. I just go out there each week and just try to run as hard as I can and just try to break the line, and that's just an extra, I guess. But yeah, I guess just try to run as hard as I can, you know.
Yep. So it's not, you're not sitting there going like, not that any NRL player is like, you're not sitting there like, oh, I need to break tackles this game. You're more like, I'm just fighting for everything.
Yeah, 100%. You're just fighting for that quick play the ball, you know, just trying to play the ball as fast as you can, or just try and make that line break. Just do whatever you can for the team.
Yep. Okay. So it's not a, you don't look at it as part of your game that is a positive, like a, you know, you just look at it as that's just a package of what I think a winger should be kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess so, like that. Yeah, that's how I think of it.
But yeah, I mean, I've been on 3 of them, and they.
I don't know how you do it, man.
Bro, the first one I went on was 6 days.
6-day camp.
6 days, bro.
Did you eat?
Barely. I lost about 10 kilos. Darius lost 14 kilos. 12 kilos, sorry. It was the craziest shit. We had to kill chickens to eat, bro. It was the craziest shit I've ever done in my life. Bro, it was like...
That's crazy.
We won the comp that year, but it was like... Yeah, I mean, I can't even... 6 days, sleeping in the middle of nowhere. We had like stun grenades thrown at us.
What?
We had like... We'd been going for 3 days, I think. And they took us, they're like, yeah, boys, we're going. Boom, got on a bus, drove an hour. They like looked like they were taking us back home because we were in Sunshine Coast. Yeah. And then they just didn't take the Brisbane exit and just kept driving, drove us all the way down to northern New South Wales, and then touched us up for another 3 or 4 days.
What, did you do fitness?
No, like just hiking, fitness, walking up through bushes.
That's
Right, we had no shower for 6. We didn't have a shower for 6 days. We bathed in the river, and everyone came out with leeches and shit.
See, ours was nothing like that.
Yeah,
like, even though all the few of the boys like, this is nothing. And I'm like,
yeah, the older boys.
All the older boys like, see ya. And I remember Utter was there too, and he's like, man, the Warriors, we did way harder camp. Like, this is actually hard, but nothing like that. And I was like, I'm thinking, fuck.
It was a 3-day camp, I think, and one of the nights it was like pouring, teeming rain
Fuck that,
at like
bro.
2 a.m, and they made us like we had to crawl through the forest and try and sneak up on them and like crawl over like a K or whatever in just mud.
How'd you do
rain.
it? Did anyone quit?
Nah, well, people the 6-day one, some people tried to quit and they just didn't let them.
Who quit? Like, few boys.
I'm not saying. The 3-day one, there were some boys that you'd be surprised that tried to like say, bro, let's just fucking quit. Fuck this. We shouldn't be treated like this, rah rah. But yeah, no one actually fully quit.
Bro, that's full on, bro. That's too much.
This was full on army shit. So the 6-day one, we rocked up. They like
Fuck that, bro. No way. I couldn't do that.
we rocked up.
So fuck this, not footy, bro. Fuck off.
This is So the 6-day one, they're like, we're going to Sunny Coast. It's a bonding team sesh. Like, it's going to be sick. Bring your boardies, rah, rah. Bro, we rocked up. We're all sitting there like pumped. This is the first year I'd ever been in first grade. This is the first time I met everyone. I got called in late because the guy had an injured shoulder.
Yeah.
We walked in. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to hang out with all the NRL boys. This is fucking crazy. Walked in and these army guys just go, everyone get the fuck outside now. Put your fucking shit down. Put your fucking phones down.
Why would they G up like that,
Bro, a biggest G up. And the boys started laughing initially, thinking it was a G up. And they're like, you think we're fucking joking? You get the fuck
Fuck that, man.
Bro, we got outside. They make us strip down in our undies. We're standing out in the middle of the Broncos training paddock in our undies. And they're like, fuck, here's your bag. Put your kit on. We're out of here. Boom. Didn't speak to anyone. Didn't hear from anyone. No one knew where we were going for the 6 days. Like, they had to call the club and be like, where's such and such? And,
fuck that, man.
And, just that was it. We just got taken. Like, literally taken. Like,
bro. That's heavy ass. No way.
Anyways, back to you. Okay, so the army camp, and then so this year, you're going really well, and you're playing good footy. And what's the kind of the feeling for you personally? Like, how are you feeling with your footy personally right now?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. It's just been good that we've been winning a few games. Everything's starting to click. I think the boys are pretty disappointed the last couple of years that we've just been missing out the top 8, and I think everyone really wants to,
Yep.
try to do better. And yeah, got a few new Pommy boys in,
Yep.
so it's good. They're good fellas,
Johnny on this earlier.
Sato and that.
Yep.
So Chance too,
Yep.
few of the boys. So yeah, it's been good. Yeah, the vibe's good.
And so for you personally, what's the goal for this year? If you could have a perfect year, what would be the perfect year for you?
I think perfect you'd probably win a premiership,
Yep. Okay.
To win a comp, I reckon that'd be the best.
And is that a real feeling around the club that that's the goal?
I guess so. Like at every team, you want to win the
that's the
comp,
goal.
but I guess we just take it each week as it comes and see what happens.
And so who's the player that you've learnt the most from in your footy career, do you think?
Learn. Probably when I first started going in, because I started playing winger, probably rapper. I was always asking him questions. I was like, man, what do I do in defence here? Like, what do you do in this situation? And he was like, yeah, just do this. And I remember I was off this field too, like Sia, he would help me. I remember we had like my first couple of games, we had the team dinner, sit next to him, and he would just tell me like, just life advice. Like, just, he was like a dad figure, you know what I mean? He was always there, like pups too. And like Ostie and C's, I always hung around with them, they taught me a lot, heaps. Like Caesar used to always kick for me to do the bombs so I can catch. Ostie too, like they just made, all the boys, they just made training enjoyable, after training. I remember us like just sitting around kicking the ball, doing like, we used to call it spectaculars, like Ostie and Caesar used to do these hard low kicks to me. I used to just try to grab him, put him down.
Oh really?
And we're just in the circle, like boys, like look at our lives, like we're kicking a footy, laughing and
living the dream.
Like, what are we stressing about? Like, this, because they were just stressing. I don't know. They were just stressing
life and footy
about life and a few things. I'm like, this is the life. Like,
100%. Bro.
It was sick.
Who's a player, like as a winger or a centre or a fullback? Who's a player that you not idolised growing up, but really looked to as like, wow, that's someone I want to play like, or
Yeah. I remember Jared Hayne.
Yep.
Like I remember watching Jared Hayne as a kid. I used to love Jared Hayne. Like the things he done. Was it 2009 for Para? And when you made that debut on the wing for Origin, and he done that kick and kicked to himself, I was like, fuck, this guy's an animal. Like,
freak.
Growing up, I used to like Jared Hayne heaps.
I think he scored 2 tries on his debut as well. Yeah. He had these like those blue bike pants.
Yeah, and he had those skins.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, he's an animal, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I'd love to be able to play like that one. Like, I was just like, as a kid, you just like, fuck.
I couldn't believe how big he was, bro.
Yeah.
When I met him, I thought he was like a skinny, fast winger because he was so quick.
But he's big.
And then I like played against him. I was like, bro, he's massive.
Wow,
he's like
he's
100
freak, man.
185 centimeters, something like that.
Oh wow,
quick. Yeah, at least 184, I'd say. Anyway, he was. I mean, that 2009.
Man.
There hasn't really been a player that's done. Maybe Benny Barber 2012.
Yeah,
that was freakish.
Yeah, what he did that year, I remember that chip chase against Tigers, chipped it, bang, and looked to the crowd. I was like, fuck.
Didn't he he stepped one dude, stepped another, chipped, and then scored or some shit like that?
Fuck. I just remember sitting at home in bed before I go to training and just watch his highlights. I was like, fuck, this is sick. This motivates me. I want to play, you know?
Yep. Okay, so personally, is it, you obviously got Origin, you got Tommy injured, Blake Ferguson's playing good footy, but is that something that you would love to, how much would it mean to you to put on a Blues jersey?
Oh, yeah, man. It would mean, there'll be a dream of mine to come to play Origin. As growing up as a kid, you sit with your mates and you watch the big stage, like Origin, and as a kid, you're like, fuck, imagine playing in that arena one day. You'll do anything you can, just to win that game. Yeah, it'd mean everything, but just see what happens, you take each week as it comes. And Fergo's been killing it too. I think Campbell Graham, he's been playing some good footy. So yeah.
And you're 20 years old, bro. So
exactly. I don't even think
to do that.
Don't even think of that, man. I just think of each week at the Raiders. Just try to do my best there.
And everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, that's it.
And so this year with the Raiders, do you feel that you'll how long do you reckon you'll stay on them? Do you reckon you'll be a career winger when you think about it, or not really? You think you'll move in eventually?
Oh, I don't know, as I just said, I don't mind, man. I just remember playing 20s. I really enjoyed centres, left centre, right centre. I love centres. You get a bit. I guess you get a bit more involved. You get a bit more ball. But no, I mean, I'm just happy, just doing what I'm doing. I'm chilled. It's good.
Okay, so ask all the boys this. Favorite rapper of all time.
Rapper.
Yeah.
Eazy-E.
Eazy-E?
Yeah.
Damn, that's straight out of Compton movie's a great movie.
Yeah, that's a sick movie.
And favourite movie of all time?
Favourite movie? I don't know, probably something with Kevin Hart in it. Oh no, Fast and Furious. I used to love Fast and Furious.
Oh, really?
Number 1, yeah, the first one. Paul Walker, Dominic Toretto.
Did you cry when he died?
Yeah, I was actually sad, man.
Really?
Yeah, I was sad.
You would have been the biggest fangirl, I reckon.
Huh?
You would have been the biggest fangirl.
I like The Rock. He was good.
He's the man.
He's the man, bro. Paul Walker too. Cracker movies. I used to love watching them.
All right, I'll ask all the boys this. And it's just so I'll say a player's name.
Yeah.
And you say the first thing that comes to your mind.
All right, okay.
Don't worry, it's nothing fucking hectic. Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, just a legend.
Legend. Andrew Johns.
King.
Billy Slater.
Freak.
Greg Inglis.
Animal.
Matty Bowen.
So quick, fast.
Yeah, he's quick, eh? Samer Burgess.
Yeah, just tough.
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 All right, Brad Fiddler.
Always a winner.
Gordon Tallis.
Yeah, just tough, I guess. Angry, tough.
Yeah, very angry.
Yeah.
Mal Meninga.
Yeah, just the beast. Legend of the old days.
Yep. Ricky Stewart.
Yeah. Don't know what this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Go.
Ricky Stewart.
Yeah, great kicking game.
He was good because he had the mongrel in him too.
Yeah, tough too.
And he was tough as, but he had the skills.
Good long balls, cut out passes.
Mark Gasnier.
Yeah, fast.
Good
player. Good feet.
Who else we got here? Luke Lewis.
Yeah, just tough.
He is a
tough
player. Just fucking. Just
always turns up.
Job done. He just got the fucking job done. Yeah. Constantly. Ruben Wiki.
Yeah, freak. Just a big body.
Yeah.
Just animal.
Physical.
Yeah, physical.
I think did I say it's Cameron Smith.
Yeah, just technical, just switched on, smart player.
Mastermind.
Yeah, mastermind.
Nathan Ironmarch.
Yeah, just always turns up. Just tough player, I guess.
Just fucking hair just going everywhere.
Yeah.
Just
he was good.
Killing it. He's just hair. All I can remember is his fucking hair.
His long hair is going everywhere.
He's just going everywhere, but he's killing
hard,
it. Yeah, he's just fucking always there, and his hair's always there. Benji Marshall.
Oh yeah, stepping game, feet, crazy.
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Same footwork, unbelievable.
Insane. That should be enough. What about Hazem Al Masri?
Best kicker.
Such a good kicker. Crazy,
Best goal kicker ever, I reckon. Yeah. He never misses.
He literally
I don't think he never missed.
He literally didn't. All right, that game's all done. I'll leave in when I say Ricky Stewart and you laugh. I'll leave that in because that's funny, and then I'll put in what you actually said.
Done.
Best prank of all time that you've seen,
with the boys.
Like with the boys.
Fuck, best praying. I can't even remember anything, man.
It's hard to remember on the spot. Biggest pest in the team.
Pest now?
Yeah.
Probably...
I've got a few pests in the team.
I don't know. Osti was a big pest last year.
Oh, massive
He was
pest.
a pest, yeah. Probably now, I don't know. Hodges not really a pest. He's funny. I don't know.
No pests. You got to have one pest in the side, surely. Every side needs a good pest.
I don't know.
No one's ever won a premiership without a pest in the side.
Probably Hodgie.
Hodgie? Like
Yeah.
a funny pest.
Funny, yeah. Like he's good.
Yeah, okay, so thanks so much for coming on, brother. I appreciate
worries.
it.
Thanks for having
me. Good luck this year, man. And I think that eventually, whether it's this year, next year, or whatever, you'll play Origin. So good luck with that, brother. And boom, all done.
Sweet. Thanks, man.